Well, who's got the things that you want to hear? It's straight talk. It's straight talk. Welcome to Straight Talk, where we do solemnly swear to tell the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us deities. I'm your Oriental host, Sam.
Your resident American, Caden Sinning.
And the reclining Nathan Hirschberg, the only one in a chair.
You always sit down.
It's more comfortable
Yeah.
to sit in a chair.
No, like, even
How do
during
you cross your legs like
Most
that?
podcasts are done sitting down.
Yes, but this is the Straight Talk podcast. It's not the same as the other podcast. You remember
Yeah.
episode 7, he was sitting there the whole time.
You didn't do anything.
No,
I didn't do anything.
Every picture you were in, you were sitting down.
Yeah. I prefer sitting down to standing up
I don't
whenever
know
I'm
why you
talking
didn't.
about intellectual things. you
Yeah,
know.
talking about if...
You weren't talking though.
You're right, he didn't know
Yeah.
to say anything either.
I would have said something, but I didn't want to steal the show.
On today's topic, Sam and his mathematics.
They're coming along.
I'm just hoping I'm gonna pass this year, guys.
Hope so.
No, we want you to graduate.
I do too, I don't want to be here no more.
Mm-hmm.
There's something on the news that I wanted to bring up.
North Korea said it wouldn't negotiate with the United States unless they got rid of Mike Pompeo.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You should bring back Dennis Rodman. That's what Caden said.
Yeah.
Oh!
What?
Dennis Rodman is tight with Kim Jong-un.
They-
I don't know how he made that connection.
Oh,
No
because
idea.
Kim Jong-un loves basketball.
Yeah, but like they had like the Harlem Globetrotters there.
And he didn't like it.
Well, they mixed the teams, so they were like North Koreans with the Harlem Globetrotters and Harlem Globetrotters with the North Koreans, so no one would lose.
Nice.
Isn't like really tall and short people? Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah, I
North
think-
Koreans are known for their height.
No, they have a great basketball team.
Really
Dennis
good.
Rodman trained them.
Well, as long as Dennis Rodman trained him, then unbeatable is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring up the next topic.
See,
I
he's
always
been-
bring up the topic.
Speaking of Dennis Rodman, he's been positioning himself really well in sort of the global political scheme. So if any war breaks out,
Has he?
yeah, because he could either side with the Americans. Because usually, you know, if you think if there's going to be a World War III, it's going to be initiated by either the North Koreans or America, right? He's got, you know, ties to both sides.
I guess.
So he seems really, he could like,
Peacemaker. So in
yeah.
2032, World War III solved
By Dennis
by
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. Or he can become a refugee from either place and escape to the other one.
Yeah.
So if things go bad in America, you could go over to North Korea. If people don't like Dennis Rodman much over in North Korea, you come back to America.
Yeah, and probably make him a general in North Korea.
That would
Leading
be
the army's advance on Seoul.
that would be intimidating.
Yeah.
Make him a commissar.
Yeah. That'd be much spookier than having General MacArthur to go up against.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the guy who
Rodman.
wanted to drop 3 nuclear bombs on Korea.
No, he
Yeah.
wanted to drop like 50 on the North Korean-Chinese border. Like,
He really wanted to do and
That, you know how bad that would
people,
have been?
well, people liked him. People liked that idea. When he was dishonorably discharged, he was greeted with like a hero's welcome coming home, I think, to America.
He was,
Mhm.
but you know how bad that would have been?
I mean, yeah, nuclear radiation all over there.
Imagine, that'd be worse than Agent Orange.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
nuclear weapons are probably worse than that, yeah.
I mean, I thought I'd seen it all in my time.
You haven't seen Agent Orange?
Yeah, you've seen them. Agent Orange, Agent Purple.
Oh,
Agent
all
White, Agent Green they had too, and Blue.
Mm,
But Agent Orange was the worst.
that was the worst.
You know
one.
why it was the worst?
Why?
It wasn't really the worst, it was just the one they used the most of.
Uh,
I heard Agent Blue was really bad.
Yeah?
is that a thing?
Yeah, they had Agent Blue, Purple, Green.
Yeah, do you think they just
Yellow,
called it
white.
Agent Orange for no reason?
They wouldn't put one
You
color
guys,
unless they
sound
had...
like you're joshing me right now.
I ain't joshing you.
You
Tell
sound like I'm
them
being
the
joshed.
Look it up, Kate.
I'll-
How many
I'll-
different agents were there?
Well, that's gonna bring up, like,
Were they all different?
James
types of,
Bond.
Were they all different types of napalm?
No, Agent Orange was not napalm. Agent Orange
What
was
was
a
it?
pesticide. Herbicide, actually, herbicide. Get
Oh,
rid of the
I
jungles.
see. To get rid of the jungle. Okay. But they dropped it like with napalm, though. Maybe not at the same time, but they dropped it similar to how they dropped napalm.
Yeah, just drop the bomb and go. It was like.
Yeah.
Well, they also drop it from planes like crop dusters.
Mm-hmm.
They get shot down over Vietnam.
They did it on the wrong right? They got shot
No.
down.
What's happening?
Next topic. This is something that I was realizing this morning when for some reason I had the song Baba Black Sheep stuck in my head. right? And I realized that song has very racist undertones.
A lot of songs do.
Yeah, and it kind of blew my mind because it says "Ba ba black sheep" for one, you know, the
Mhm.
color of the sheep. Have you any wool? And then yes sir, yes sir. So he answers like really, you know, respectfully to somebody. And then the next line says one for the master, one for the dame. So I feel like wool could be very easily, you know, thought of as cotton, and then it's a reference to slavery. That blew my mind.
That's probably
shows
what
how
it is.
racist you are because you thought of
I
that.
bet you that's what the song was written after. Cause
You do realize that song "Ba Ba Black Sheep" comes from like the 1400s, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's probably an old song that some racist white guy wrote.
You do realize
Thinking it was
Europe never
clever.
imported Africans as slaves.
What?
Europe never imported Africans as slaves.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Well, it says on the Wikipedia that the earliest surviving version of which dates from 1731.
1731 of Baba Black Sheep?
That's what it says here.
Yeah, I could believe it.
From where? England, probably?
It doesn't say. It's sung to a variant of a French melody.
Les gens d'Arles surrender white flag.
That's basically how most French battle songs go. You got something about white flags in there.
Oh, gotta have something about white flags.
Mhm.
And the Marne, too. Don't forget the Marne.
Exactly. La Marseillaise, I'm sure, has some part about,
Right.
well, if we might lose.
There's a link here to the disturbing origin of behind 3 nursery rhymes.
Yeah, I bet you Baba Black Sheep, that just kind of blew my mind, because I never had, I don't know, I guess in my innocence, I had never expected such a song that they sang, you know, for little kids.
Yeah. Well, they sing.
So easily
They have kids sing.
metaphor for racism.
We have kids sing and do YMCA. There's like an anthem for, not that it's bad, but it's like an anthem for, you know, by the village people. Gay.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh, man.
What?
Next topic. Can you play this for me real quick? What the dynamics are in.
I can try.
This man is going to perform the T30 finale.
Okay, I don't know about perform.
I just want to see how it
Simeon is
sounds.
going to attempt
Attempt.
to play this
I
the best he can.
hate Olivia Hudson.
Alright.
Hopefully they never hear this podcast and find out.
Oh wait, here. You want to hear about Baba Black Sheep?
Yeah,
'Cause it's-
yeah.
Okay, I'll read this from the article here.
Okay.
This classic nursery rhyme has attracted recent controversy as it was believed to be politically incorrect, but most scholars agree that it has little to do with the slave trade. The most common conclusion is that it's actually about the Great Custom, which was a tax on wool in the 13th century. Under the new taxes, the price of a sack of wool was split between the farmer, king, and church. It takes on sinister connotations if you consider that the original last line, and none for the little boy who cries down the lane, indicating that the poor shepherd's boys were left with no profits due to the heavy tax. So it's nothing to do with slavery.
History.
But it was
History.
it was originally thought to have
No, it
Some
wasn't
people
originally, no.
racist-
Well, some
undertones.
people now believe it to be political.
Only people in our modern progressive world think that because everybody's ignorant.
I mean,
I never realized it. That was just my point was just I had never thought of it that way.
it sounds like it would be.
Now I'll have to find a bunch of other songs that have subtext that I had originally not noticed. You want your mat?
Oh yeah, I need that. Ask him.
Okay. This is Sam's song. What's the title?
The T30 finale.
The T30 finale.
T1000.
T35.
And I will try to play
T34.
it to the best of my
Squinting?
ability. Yeah. Make sure I got the
The G
Alright.
and the key of G.
key. In 1, 2, 3. Feel like that?
Yep.
hope you enjoyed a partial rendition of
T1000.
the T1000. Say Express then.
It's all in the key of.
Back to my recliner. My
Because that doesn't recline.
I should be a like a salesperson for Lazy Boy.
Yes, you're extremely lazy.
I am.
He's
And
always
I'm a
sitting.
man.
He's always sitting.
Sitting most of the time. I look good in a chair. Let me tell you, I can pull it off. As you can
Yes.
clearly see.
Yeah, why are you?
Which one's the mute?
I don't know, it kind of looks awkward.
Well, it'd look more awkward if they weren't there, trust me.
Yeah. Okay.
Which one's the mute?
The one on the left.
Okay.
I think you usually press it with your left foot. The middle one and the right one you press with your right foot. An original composition.
Yes, that one is called Waving Branches.
Waving branches.
Could you tell when the
That sounded good.
Ow, my finger! I pushed too hard. Did you get any pictures of that game?
No.
Oh, I should have got some pictures.
hurt your finger
I hurt my finger. Take a picture of this so we can insert it in the podcast. Because
Yeah.
for now it's going to be a black screen.
Yeah.
It's editing.
What is that?
Ew.
Ew.
It's long hair. I grow chest hair like right here and right here. I don't know why.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, your chest is right here.
Alright, I got some good pictures.
You did?
You get that? Gross.
That's going in the podcast.
Alright.
It was me
We
pointing at
just
it.
have to
Yeah.
make sure, you can put it in the podcast, just make sure you define whose finger that is. Because
Yeah.
we don't want to, you know.
Thinking it's
As long as it's
old
one of
man's
us.
finger.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I think I'm weird or anything.
No.
No, that would be bad.
that's funny.
Mm-hmm. Next topic.
No.
Oh, I missed it.
No.
Next topic. Sam keeps flashing me. And I'm alarmed sometimes.
Are you?
Sometimes. I don't. You do it at odd occasions.
It's funny.
It is. It's not like terrible. It just sort of is off-putting.
It was off-putting. What are you calling me ugly for?
No, I was just like, there was
Use
one
your
time,
appetite.
you did it during a quiz one time in anatomy.
I wanted to see if I could get you to
I
break out in
looked
laughter.
up and then you just went, whoop.
I wanted to see if I could get her to break out in laughter and get yelled at.
Well, there was one time we were taking a quiz and you had the headscarf on.
Yeah, we have a picture of that. I'll insert it
couldn't-
now.
I couldn't look at you. I was laughing so hard. Or the time where we were also in anatomy and he was sitting, he had a chair that the back of the chair was broken, so he was laying like this.
Do we have a picture of that?
I don't know about that. I
It's
know
like-
I have the thing where you
yeah.
have your headphones around your
It's
eyes.
like you
We
were.
have that.
It looks like you were like impaled and you're just sort of lying like this.
Death by Vlad the Impaler.
Exactly. And I couldn't
1400s.
look at you then either because I was laughing too hard.
How do you write that in sheet music when the really loud parts?
If you want it suddenly very loud, you do SF, which is like
Sforzando, right?
yeah, it's like suddenly really loud. Or you can just do crescendo, or you can just like write a forte in if it's not super abrupt. But usually like it's like piano, 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 then you do.
Can you give me chords in a key of D?
Key of D.
Yeah.
Usually the chords you use to write a song are the 1 chord, which is this right here. You can use the 1, and then the 4 chord would be G. So 4 is you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then so the key of G. And then the 5th, which is A. And then if you want to do the 5/7, what a 5/7 is you just add the 7th note of the scale.
I can't believe you're still teaching me from a chair.
And then you add the 7th, and you can add it wherever. So you can add it down here too, like some, and then it leads very well into another.
Let's
So
try
in like the in the 12-bar blues, you play the 5/7.
That's minor.
Yeah, there it is.
No.
I mean, that's just a common key pattern. You can do whatever you want, really, for this song.
Sorry, this one's becoming more about music. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for I say for the last 2 episodes of straight talk.
Yeah.
Straight talking.
Well, the
About
music does the
playing.
talking.
That's true. Worth 1,000. That's not worth.
Yeah,
1,000.
music's
Take
worth
your-
1,000 words.
Yeah, take a picture of sheet music. It's worth 1,000.
Sheet music's probably worth, you know.
No words, because you can't read.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple words on it.
I mean, they're only
Hearing
letters.
the music is worth maybe 500 words.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's
640.
you can enjoy it for longer than you can enjoy a picture. So the 500 words sort of accumulates faster than 1,000.
Yeah.
It's a net gain.
Who's that? Someone just peered in here. I think we're about to get robbed.
Did they?
Unless
Did you see
Mr.
how tall that kid was? He was like 4'6".
I didn't see anyone. Was it a ghost?
I don't know. There's another kid who walked by.
We should have a ghost hunting show.
They might need this practice room. I hope not. We do what we want. They can't kick us out.
My finger style is very, very odd.
It's unorthodox is the one word that I can use to describe your fingering style.
I do know, though, that it's hard for me to play stuff like...
You should use your 5th finger. Like one, like this. There.
This doesn't feel right. Because look.
What's wrong with
That's
that?
what, yeah.
You need stronger fingers. That's why.
Yeah, try it.
You haven't been playing
Yeah,
piano.
loose
You can move
tendon.
it. You can move it. What?
Your tendon's broken. You just need.
Can you improvise us something in the key of G, please?
I'm terrible at improvising.
I'm very good. All our stuff is good.
Yeah, you can do improvising a trillion times better than I can do it.
A minor.
Do you have a piano at your house?
Keyboard.
Sounds really good. See, you're way better at improvising than I am. I am not.
That
one-
hurts. Because this piano.
There's a way to do that. I don't know how to do it. I've yet to play a song where you need to. I think it's like something like this. You get 3 fingers.
I'll hit it with your nail.
Yeah, I don't know how you. I don't know how it's done.
We still have 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
I swear there was stuff on the news I wanted to talk about. I
Notre
heard it.
Dame.
Yes!
Mm-hmm.
Notre Dame burning. Again.
Yeah.
When was the last time it burned? Do you remember back 1,000 years ago when it burned down?
Probably like French Revolution.
They said it. No, I've heard they said it survived the French Revolution.
Well, I'm sure it got messed up a little bit.
Yeah, but not
so
to the same scale as
through
you know,
pebbles or something. Yeah.
some
Yeah.
scaffolding. You know, someone was smoking on the scaffolding.
Really? Someone was smoking on the scaffolding?
French people smoke everywhere.
Do they?
Yeah.
Why do
Yeah.
they smoke so much?
I don't know.
Isn't Europe one
They
of
have
those
to
places?
deal with living in France.
That's why they drink so much too. So Germans.
And why
drink
they're
so
all
much.
rude.
Yeah.
Is that really why they're all rude?
Yeah.
Because they're drunk all the time?
I think it's just they don't like all
well,
the foreigners and stuff.
Why don't
Yeah.
they like foreigners? Foreigners
It's-
have built their country.
It's a culture.
Foreigners brought forth their revolution.
That's true. If there
America caused
you know,
death in their
Oh,
country.
If there weren't foreigners, then they'd be under German
What do you
control.
think? Do you think so? Though? What do you think if the French Empire survived?
Oh, I was thinking.
Not
I was
empire.
thinking World War II and World War
No, I
One.
was talking about 1700s.
What? I don't know. Or is this alternate history podcast now?
They lost the.
I love the alternate history
Didn't
podcast.
Didn't
though.
they lose the 100 Years' War? Who won that?
England won that.
That's what.
You know why?
I don't know.
French armor sucks.
Wait, did you
France
say
is so-
100 Years' War?
Yeah.
No, France won that.
France won that one?
Yeah, because England was trying to keep control over
They kept
France.
invading, but they couldn't get past the
And
mainland.
obviously they didn't succeed because England doesn't have a union over France.
Well, it could have. These keys used to be white at one time. Now they're ivory colored. Look, see?
They're old keys.
This is a piece of shit key, you know.
I mean, it's just an upright and a fragment room. It probably didn't cost that much. You know, there's this thing in Europe and in England and France where they put uprights that are going to be destroyed. Apparently, like one upright a day in Europe is like broken down for its wood content.
How do they find that out?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just I saw it in some documentary, and they rescue them and put them in like public places, like in train stations.
I seen. You see the
You
guy.
don't
You see the
play.
guy who plays the piano on this.
Yeah,
Really
well,
good
there are some people that play that are amazingly good, and I think it's sort of cool.
Like
So,
he goes around dresses up as like different things. Like he'll dress up as like a bum once. He'll dress up as like a baker. He'll dress
Yeah,
up as
yeah.
like a construction worker and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I need to stop slouching.
It's cool. So if I ever go to Europe, which I might,
Have you ever been there?
I'm not. My mom really wanted our whole family to go on a graduation trip, but I don't know if we can afford it. So I think we're probably gonna go to Canada.
You just go to the
instead.
cheap places.
We're gonna go to
Just go to
Go
Eastern
to
Europe.
Montreal.
We're gonna go to Quebec instead and like budget France.
That's
Yeah.
worse.
Ugh, gross. French
Budget
people.
France.
No, you just go to Eastern Europe. That's way cheaper. They got fine countries there. Check
Someone
out
go-
the
someone-
streets of Belarus.
Just to go.
Can you someone go tell Mr. Hudson now?
Prague's actually a
to
great city.
Email Mr. Eiler.
Have you been up there?
No.
I don't even know where it is.
Belarus.
It's the
Belarus?
no. Prague's the capital of the
Prague's
Czech
the-
Republic.
Oh.
Prague?
Czechia.
I thought Prague was the capital of Poland at one time.
What?
Poland. No, the capital of Poland is
Warsaw.
something else. Warsaw.
Wasn't Prague or some German state?
I mean,
It
it
might
was
have been
in
German
the
state.
it was in the Holy Roman Empire.
So it was probably a German
Bohemia.
state. It was a German state. It was. It was probably.
Bohemia.
Was it not Saxony, Wessex or something like that.
That's England.
Is it?
Yes.
That's England?
Essex is England.
No, with a W.
I'm pretty sure there was something
No.
called
Wessex?
Wessex in
Wessex,
England.
yeah, Wessex.
It sounds like you're just combining Essex
I'm
and
not.
something else.
That's pretty much all England is. It's just all that stuff.
The Kingdom of New
That's true.
Saxony.
There's a bunch of like counties in England that just have like a billion hyphens. It's like
They have.
Worcester on the Hill. or something.
Yeah.
And that's like a city or a town. And then there's Wales where they have like 1 trillion consonants in all their town names. That
Yeah.
don't make any sense. There's one town called, see if I can say it in my perfect Welsh accent. Jan Fair Pifwingeth and Gwyrdd can drop with Quantasilian go go go. But I don't have enough
How
gutter.
do you remember that?
It's because I saw it. There's this news anchor thing that I've watched a couple times because I was so impressed by his pronunciation. Which is much better than mine.
I remember you showing me that video.
Yeah. Isn't that impressive?
He just says it straight face too.
Yeah.
He took the fact you took the
I
time
mean,
to learn how to say it.
It's, you know.
There's
Common
4
over there.
L's in a row in that word.
How do you pronounce that? Oh,
I have no idea.
does it act as like one L?
It's Welsh. I don't know. Backwards.
Aren't you Welsh?
No,
Yeah, aren't
no.
you from Wales, Caden? I swear you.
I'm
you know,
not. I'm not from Cardiff.
A couple years back, you could have been was
Prime
you
Prime
feel a
Minister
Welsh
of
boy.
Wales.
Prime Minister of Wales.
Yeah. It's
Weren't
not-
you that a couple years back, man? I just
Yeah. No, you exposed me.
my memory must have been must have been shot, but I could have sworn you were somehow associated with
Yeah,
Wales.
I was a Tory.
Did you know, speaking of Tories and MPs, did you know that it's illegal, not illegal, but you can't broadcast any show in England or really anywhere that makes fun of Parliament? So if you have footage of Parliament, which you're using then to mock Parliament on how like ridiculous it is, it's like a rule against, you can't do it.
Isn't that like
They'll
against,
block your show.
Isn't that like against freedom of? It's England, not
Yeah,
US.
they're violating our constitution.
The rule was, I think, originally put into practice because people, like, Parliament was so ridiculous, like Congress is.
Yeah.
It's just goofy
You're allowed
at
to make fun
times.
of Congress.
Well, I
though.
think
Oh
Parliament.
yeah, you're allowed to make fun of Congress, but they didn't want the one thing being made about, like, they wanted, like, Parliament's serious nature to be the focus, not how goofy it was. But it's...
Well, Parliament's more goofy than Congress.
Yeah, Parliament's weird.
Why do they still wear powdered wigs?
And do you know that you're not allowed to clap in Parliament? Which is why they always, like, shake the paper and go, yeah, instead of clapping.
It's considered peasantry.
Yeah.
It's very low class to clap.
And they still have a House of Lords,
Yeah.
No.
which is weird.
Well,
I don't know
hey,
how much decision making they have, but
we have the Senate. What's the difference?
that's true. But we don't acknowledge it. So, if you think about it, both the House of Representatives and the Senate is the House of Lords for the United States.
House of Lords, they make the decisions,
Oligarchy.
right?
Yeah.
Well, I be, sir. This law is quite dandy.
Oh, that sounds just like Jeremy Corbyn.
Or the I forget his name. I know it as soon as someone will say it. The guy with the crazy hair, who's
Nigel Farage.
No. It's like Boris something.
Boris Johnson.
Yeah. He's good.
Oh, that's
He's a
dude.
weird man. It's Boris Johnson. I don't know if you've ever seen him.
No, I can imagine.
He's got like
he looks
super wispy, sort of really blonde hair that's
Well, it's
just
like Trump.
crazy. Yeah. But he doesn't comb it.
Yeah.
It looks like he just like
lets it grow out.
yeah, like walks out of his shower, just does this, looks in the mirror, is like perfect. And then, walks and makes decisions and tries to Brexit.
Wait, who is the leader of Parliament? The Prime Minister?
Theresa May.
She's
Well, not for
Prime
much
Minister,
longer.
right?
I think she's gonna
Resign?
resign after Brexit.
There's been so many people who have resigned so far.
Yeah.
Is that 3 already, isn't it?
What do you mean?
What?
3 people?
What do you mean?
3 Prime Ministers since Brexit was announced?
No.
No. Brexit hasn't passed 3
I
times.
know it hasn't passed, but...
It's just been Theresa May's policies, though. She's been the only one. But like David Cameron was the prime minister a little while ago,
Mm-hmm.
and then before him was some other lady. I forget her name.
I don't have a place for my head. Don't look at
You
me
should
like
sit
that.
down like me.
Stat!
Join the light side over here.
I am an attractive young brown man, I'd say.
Did you see the new Star Wars trailer?
No.
Why are they coming out with a new one every year?
Because they gotta make a trilogy.
So they gotta make money.
Why did they do what they did originally?
They do
Wait
a
like
trilogy
20
and
years in
trilogy.
between.
They wait like 20 years in between.
That was exaggeration.
They actually, let's see, the second trilogy
came up in the 70s, right?
The
was
first
number
one
The
was
four.
first one was 70s, and then the
The
next
second
two
one was
were
like in
The first one
the
was number
early
4, right?
2000s.
Wasn't the first one number 4?
What?
What was the first episode that came out?
In chronological order, the first episode that came out is number 4.
Okay.
And then they came out with the prequel trilogy.
Which was really
That was
weird.
like in the early 2000s, so it's almost been 20 years. We're old. We're older than we think we are. That came out when we
Yeah.
were like just born.
Mm-hmm.
People thought it was hot stuff though.
Mm-hmm.
Who noticed that? Let's see.
I'll wrap it up here.
Yes,
Okay.
well, everybody, we hope you enjoyed today's episode of Straight Talk. And if there's anything you'd like us to talk straight about, let us know in the comments down below. I am your Oriental host, Sam, brown guy.
Resident American, Caden.
And still reclining person, Nathan Hirsch.
get out of that chair.
I got out of it to play piano.
Oh, yes.
But then I sat down again.
Have a wonderful day. Woo!